So next topic is sulfuric acid. So the formula for sulfuric acid is H2SO4. Sulfuric acid can be manufactured by lead chamber process, cascade process, so or contact process. So here we're going to discuss about the contact process. So manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process. So the contact process involves the following steps. So initially, sulfur dioxide is produced by burning sulfur or iron pyrites in oxygen or in the presence of air. So the sulfur reacts with oxygen, gives the sulfur dioxide. So iron pyrites react. We are going to burn that iron pyrites in the presence of oxygen, gives the iron oxide and the sulfur dioxide gas. So in the next step, so we are going to oxidize the sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide formed is oxidized to sulfur trioxide. So by air in the presence of the catalyst like V2O5. So that is vanadium pentoxide. So or in the presence of the asbestos. So in the third step, so the sulfur trioxide is absorbed in the concentrated sulfuric acid, so and produces the oleum. So H2S2O7. So the oleum is converted into sulfuric acid, so by diluting it with water. So SO3 formed in the second step is next we are going to treat that sulfur trioxide with the sulfuric acid. So we are getting the H2S2O7. So that is oleum. So in the next step, so we are going to dilute that oleum. So the disulfur acid is diluted. So it changes into the sulfuric acid. So to maximize the product, the plant is operating at the 2 bar pressure and the 720 Kelvin. So the sulfuric acid obtained in this process is 96% pure. So next one is physical properties. So pure sulfuric acid is a colorless viscous liquid. So it has high boiling point and viscosity of sulfuric acid is due to the presence of the hydrogen bonding. So acid freezes at 283.4 Kelvin and boils at 590 Kelvin. So it is highly soluble in water. So H2SO4 is used as a dehydrating agent. So when dissolved in water, it forms the mono and the dihydrates. So under reaction, the reaction is exothermic. So the dehydrating property can be illustrated by this reaction with organic compounds such as sucrose, formic acid and the oxalic acid. So if you are treating this sucrose with the water means with sulfuric acid means, so the what dehydrating means here, so the water is removed from that compound. So if you are adding that sucrose with the sulfuric acid means, so 11 water molecule is present here. So 11 water molecules is removed from sucrose. So finally we are getting the carbon. So this process only we are calling it as the charring. So next one, formic acid. Formic acid reacting with sulfuric acid means, so we are getting, so one water molecule is removed. So so two hydrogen and one oxygen is removed. So finally we are getting CO, that is carbon monoxide. So in the oxalic acid, one water molecule is removed from the compound. So finally we are getting CO, CO2 and the H2O dot H2O. So next one is chemical property. Sulfuric acid is highly reactive. It can act as the strong acid and then oxidizing agent. So decomposition. So sulfuric acid is stable. However, it decomposes at a high temperature to sulfur trioxide. So H2SO4 decomposes to give the water and the sulfur trioxide. So next one is the acidic nature. So acidic means, so it releases the H plus ions. So it is the strong dibasic acid. So because why we call it as dibasic means two hydrogen is there. So it removes the two hydrogen ion two hydrogen ions. So we are calling it as the dibasic acid. So hence it forms two types of salts, namely sulfates and the bisulfates. So H2SO4 reacts with NaOH means, so it gives the bisulfate salt. So in H2SO4, one hydrogen is replaced by the sodium. So we are getting the sodium bisulfate. So sulfuric acid reacts with two molecules of NaOH means it gives. So the two hydrogen is replaced. So replaced by two sodium. So we are getting the sodium sulfate. So sulfuric acid is acid, reacts with the base, gives the salt and the water. So here sulfuric acid reacts with the base, that is ammonia, gives the ammonium sulfate. So next one is the oxidizing property. Sulfuric acid is an oxidizing agent as it produces the nascent oxygen as shown below. So why that sulfuric acid is behaves like oxidizing means in that during the reaction, so that immediately it forms that compound called nascent oxygen. It immediately reacts with the other. So it is an unstable compound. Sulfuric acid Sulfuric acid oxidizes elements such as carbon, sulfur, and phosphorus. So it also oxidizes bromide and iodide to the bromine and the iodine respectively. So H2SO4 decompose means we are getting the H2O plus SO3. So here SO3 only we are writing as SO2 plus 1O. So the one O is that one is nascent oxygen. So that is the unstable compound. It immediately reacts with the other compound to gives the product. So here carbon reacts with the sulfuric acid, gives the SO2, water and the CO2. So in this left hand side the carbon is in the zero oxidation state. In the right hand side we are getting the CO2 as the product. So in the CO2 the carbon is in +4 oxidation state. So the number oxidation number is increasing. So we are calling it as the oxidation. So here sulfur reacting with sulfuric acid gives the SO2 and the water H2O. So here sulfur is in zero oxidation state. In sulfur dioxide, sulfur is in the +4 oxidation state. So the number is increasing. So we are calling it as the oxidation. So in the phosphorus, so always the phosphorus is in the P4 state. So that phosphorus reacting with sulfuric acid gives the H3PO4 plus SO2 plus H2O. So H3PO4 is the phosphoric acid. So in the P4 is in zero oxidation state. In H3PO4, phosphorus is in the +5 oxidation state. So H2S plus H2SO4 gives SO2 plus water plus sulfur. So next H2SO4 plus 2HA gives SO2 plus H2O plus I2. So in the HA, the iodine is in -1 oxidation state. It changes into the 0. So in iodine changes into the 0 oxidation state. So like that in HBr reacting with H2SO4 means it gives SO2 plus H2O plus Br2. So the in HBr, the Br is in -1 oxidation state. So in the Br2, the oxidation state is 0. So the number is increasing. So we call it as oxidation. So next one is reaction with metals. Sulfuric acid reacts with metals and gives the different products depending on the reactants and the reacting coordination. So the sulfuric acid reacting with more reactive metals like zinc and aluminium. So and the less reactive metals like copper and the lead. So the sulfuric acid does not react with the noble metals like gold, silver and the platinum. So for the more reacting metals, it's reacting with the dilute sulfuric acid. So the less reactive metals reacting with the concentrated sulfuric acid. So here more reactive elements like zinc and the aluminum reacting with the dilute sulfuric acid. So zinc reacting with dilute sulfuric acid gives zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. So hydrogen gas is liberated here. So like that aluminum reacting with sulfuric acid gives aluminum sulfate and hydrogen gas is liberated. So the less reactive metals like copper reacting with sulfuric acid gives copper sulfate, water and the sulfur dioxide gases liberated. So here H2SO4 is decomposed at high temperature. So it liberates water and the SO2. So like that lead reacting with hot concentrated sulfuric acid. So the H2SO4 is decomposed at high temperature. It gives the water and the SO2. So next one is reaction with salt. So it reacts with the different metal salts to give the metal sulfate and the bisulfates. So here KCl react with the H2SO4 gives. So one hydrogen is replaced by potassium here. So we are getting the potassium bisulfate plus HCl. So like that potassium nitrate reacting with sulfuric acid gives the potassium bisulfate and the nitric acid. So then next sodium carbonate plus sulfuric acid gives sodium sulfate plus water plus CO2. Sodium bromide plus H2SO4 gives sodium bisulfite plus water plus bromine plus SO2. Here bromide ion is changes into bromine. So reaction with the organic compound. So organic compound benzene. So of course the benzene reacts with sulfuric acid means it gives. So one hydrogen is replaced by SO3 H group. So we are getting the C6H5SO3H. So that is benzene sulfonic acid. So plus water. So next one is uses of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is used in the manufacture of fertilizers. So ammonium sulfate, superphosphate and other chemicals such as hydrochloric acid and the nitric acid. So it is used as the drying agent. So and also used in the preparation of pigments, explosives, etc. So next one is test for sulfate or sulfuric acid. So we need to add that barium chloride to that compound. Suppose the sulfate ion is present in that compound means it precipitated as barium sulfate. So we are getting that precipitate in white color. So that white color indicates that sulfate ion is present in our compound. So otherwise we need to add lead acetate to that compound. So that unknown compound is added to that lead acetate means, so we are getting the white precipitate of lead sulfate. Suppose we are getting white precipitate means, so it indicates that sulfate ion is present in our compound. So along with that lead sulfate, we are getting the acetic acid. So this is the test for sulfate.